Hi again.
Okay, we're back.
We're coming back at you for part 2. In your world, it's only been about 2 minutes. In our world, we've driven straight through to Florida. Okay.
Exactly.
Look, Seminole. That's funny. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together.
Oh my God.
In case you were wondering where in the world Lauren and Christy are.
Yes.
And I think we found Waldo. Okay. Okay.
All right, questions.
Question.
Here we go.
What do you feel is your biggest asset as a parent?
Oh my goodness gracious. You're making me think a little bit.
That's okay. You take your time to
Oh
think.
God, do we get to choose one thing? All right.
You answer me however you want. No, it doesn't have to be one thing.
Right now, okay. So oh God. Number 1, parenting. The best and most challenging thing life can bring, in my opinion. Right? All bundled into one.
It is.
For
The
me,
living,
yeah.
it's the living, what do they call it? When it's like the opposite and when it's the back, not the juxtaposition. I can't think of it.
Oh, I don't know.
Oxymoron.
Oxymoron,
right?
yes,
Something
yes.
like that.
Okay, so me as a parent, as a mom, oh God. So I'm very aware. It always comes back to emotion for me, doesn't it? Is this not a theme with me?
You and a million other people.
I know. I've always tried to very much connect emotionally to my kids, consciously.
Love that you said that.
Yeah. Like I was always very aware for some reason, and very aware of the attention I was giving them, and the love I was giving them. I very much always wanted my kids to feel totally loved, unconditionally, and supported by me. I had a great childhood, I did. I just kind of took the certain things past what I had, and I knew that I wanted to really connect with my kids.
Yeah.
And I wanted to create a very safe space for them to talk to me too. And all of these years growing up, it's been amazing. There have been a few stop signs in the journey. I feel like that might
yield.
right, extended. Probably inevitable, just their ages alone and development and where they're at in their lives. But I always wanted to really create a very safe, loving space. And I envision, like even down the road, I've always envisioned, like when they've grown and have their families, or even before their families, coming back to that safe space that I tried to create when they were younger.
Oh, I love that.
God, I'm hoping and praying it stays and those visions, because when I really visualize what that might be like when they're older, it's so heartwarming and I get very happy. So I do hope that happens to some extent. And I think they know.
How could it not?
Right, even
No.
if it's not exactly the way it's in my head, that's okay, as long as that safe, loving space is there.
Yeah. I don't think humans tend to give up. When they have that, I feel like we don't tend to give it up. I think that's why it's so important.
Yeah. Oh God, I know.
That's awesome. And I love that you said consciousness, like consciously.
Very aware.
And I love that you said connection, and I'm going to tell you why.
Tell me
And
why.
this is for you guys. Like you, oh my God, you
This is
literally
Lauren's
lit into that
wheelhouse.
so beautifully. Well, because so we want to be, other than just hearing us talk about whatever it is we're talking about.
There's good stuff
If
in
we
there.
can offer you, I was thrown
Like
off by the
snippets.
beauty of
By the
that.
dog? I
and
know.
Yes, I was
It's
sorry.
beautiful.
I was distracted.
Dog lovers unite.
I know. I'm like, if we can offer you, practical tools and things that you can look up and look into that will help. Like, so, and this question came from, you know, this is very much something that I'm also working through and dealing with on a daily basis, and researching and reading about and kind of looking into. And so it's conscious parenting. So that's Dr. Shefali, right?
She's amazing. Oh my God, you did.
Dr. Shefali. And I'm going to put her, the last name is like
right, because that's her first name.
Yeah,
which
but she goes by
think
Dr.
was hers.
Shefali,
Yeah.
but I know her. It's her last name is Saburi or Saburi or something. But I will put it in the comment when we post the video, so you guys will have the link to who she is. She wrote a book called Conscious Parenting, or The Conscious Parent, I think is actually the name of it. And what I have learned from her, I can't, the idea that your children are born through you and that they are their own being, and they're here to have their own experience, and we are here to learn from them as opposed to imparting our will and control onto our kids, which is interesting because the other thing that you said was how you took things from your childhood and kind of went a bit beyond, and how you wanted to like raise your own or create the space for your own. And what I think is really beautiful about that, and this is where it's laughable that we don't get a parent handbook, because we don't learn these things.
I know. There's no black, it's not black and white.
It's not black and white.
Every shade of gray in between.
And how we grew up, you know, depending on what kind of upbringing we had, we can bring those fears and those things with us to our children that might not be meant for our children. And we do it out of the best intentions and the greatest love.
Because it worked for us, or
and
it's familiar to us.
It's familiar to us, so we don't know any better. We all say we're not going to be our parents, right? Even if your parents were great. Like my parents were great, but there are things that I do differently. And she has this kind of unconventional idea that we're not supposed to control our children. It's not about clean your room, pick up your backpack, eat the broccoli, blah, blah, blah. You know, all these things that we're like, well, they have to eat healthy and they have to do. So take from it what you will. If you want to look her up, look her up. And one of her greatest philosophies is connection before correction.
Oh, so good.
And I feel like this is why I waited to say all of this, because you like literally like tapped into all of that kind of before, and that's what I love. And I couldn't have even scripted it any better.
Yay!
But yeah, it's and I think when I was thinking about the answer to the question that I was asking you, it was just the fact that I've kind of been on this consciousness journey, and that I can open myself up to learning more and being more receptive, and not just falling into, you know, the brick and mortar idea of what a parent should be, you know. And I'm not saying you let your 11-year-old go to raves, you know, in the middle of the night, but
within reason.
There is a sense of letting go of control, which gives us more control. It's kind of a crazy. So,
that's letting them be who they are and how they are.
Yeah.
No matter how different from us. This is like one of the major challenges about being a parent.
It is, and it's difficult. It's like living with a roommate that you don't necessarily get along with.
Right.
But you love this person, and you're on the planet to take care of this person and nurture this person, and yet they might be completely the opposite of what you are and what your values are, you know, and
letting go of that.
Detaching
from that is the challenge, but it's also the greatest gift.
It is really the greatest gift, and I do not make the mistake and think that we are saying that it's easy, because I will tell you, I have cursed out the universe many a time.
Nor are we experts in any of this, but we're learning it.
We're learning it, and if bringing this information to you can help any of you, that is our pleasure and our goal.
Yeah.
So,
Look up Dr. Shafali.
yes.
Do
so
yourselves a favor.
do yourselves a favor. And she's beautiful. Can I just mention?
I know.
She is legit like one of the most physically beautiful people.
Yes.
So she's good to look at.
Right.
She's got that beautiful, articulate, like Indian English accent, which I could listen to for hours. And she's fascinatingly brilliant. So, yeah, do yourselves a favor. Oh, should we pull the card?
Pull the card.
We didn't
We
pull the
almost-
card on the
yeah,
other
we
one.
forgot.
All right.
There's so much have you noticed all the
I
construction
know. I don't even
everywhere?
know where we are.
Yeah,
we're
we're
like
just-
literally 18
Destination
towns.
unknown is actually literally being interpreted.
Let me just tell you, right? Destination unknown. Literally, the
Figuratively,
roads are closed. We don't think we can
everywhere.
get back home. We're going to be starving. You guys are going to have to send us
We're
care
gonna have to
packages.
live off our fat cells. I'll be alive
And,
for a while.
you have a coffee. We have hand
Yeah,
sanitizer.
we have hand sanitizer and some ice cubes.
Okay, my friends, I'm shuffling. You want to pull over so you can pick the card?
Yeah, I'll pull over. I'm gonna make go right.
All right. Just
Yeah,
doing
right
this
back
moving
at
is not
cherry
the
shit.
easiest.
So we're
That
pulling
was-
over so you can shuffle.
We're pulling over so I can shuffle.
Do the Lauren shuffle.
This is the Lauren shuffle. Okay, soon. Let's
Okay.
do one more.
Such a pretty deck.
I love this deck. I love a good deck.
What a good deck of magical cards.
Okay,
All right.
cut.
Cutting. Let's go down a little lower. Okay.
Let's see what we get today.
Girl with the glasses reads.
I literally feel like this might have been the card we pulled last time, which I can't remember. Could you imagine? I actually think this might be the same card. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
In every moment, pay
pull it out of
attention
the
if
deck.
it's the same card from last time. I
It's
usually
meant
do
to
that.
be, yeah.
In every moment, the universe is conspiring
Mm-hmm.
to bring me toward right-minded thinking and the energy of love. I am almost
Positive,
100% positive that it's the same card. Okay, I'm gonna pick another one for you. I hope you
Shall
guys
I do
can
this?
see this. Get rid of your
Okay.
weather.
Weather
okay.
alert.
Can you see this beautiful? There
Oh,
it is.
there it is.
Okay. I'm gonna pull another one, even though clearly this is important.
It's a message.
Because we now got it twice in a row. Take that.
Pull
one
it out.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
When's the last time you said pull it? Okay. Sorry. I have a dirty sense
We're
of
also
humor.
comedians. Okay. Go.
Okay.
Hopefully that's
All right.
a little better. Or newer.
Oh, yes. Okay. Ready, y'all? I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow.
Oh, that's good.
I'm all about being unapologetic.
Unapologetic.
And you guys will get to know that about us.
It's wonderful. That's
All
a
right,
great
so
card.
there's your second card. And if my nasty, unmanicured nails were in there, I apologize. But unapologetic,
Forever. It's a
All
good way
right.
to live.
it really is. It really takes
Not
a lot of
easy
stress
again.
off.
Right. Energy flows where attention goes.
It does. I love that.
I know, it's true.
All
It's
right.
true.
Well, we're going to try and find our way home.
Without construction.
That's
Thank
not
you for
bad.
joining us.
Thank you. We love you guys. We will see you live at some point.
Right.
It'll happen.
When I stop being a chicken.
That's all right. I'm just kidding.